What's up, YouTube? Thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the platform. Listen, the goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers by June. So if you guys support the content, please take the time out right now and show some love and like and subscribe. Do so for your boy right now. Go ahead. All right, let's get into the content.
I mentioned this in a previous episode. I'm like, men don't talk to me in public, and it's probably because I'm always dressed down. I'm in a hoodie, I'm in sweats, my hair is never done, it's probably slicked back. I just look like I'm taken. Running errands. I look like I'm going to pick up dinner. I don't ever look like come talk to me.
But do you feel like come talk to me? Because men can feel that more than we can see it. Like if a man cares about your clothes and like what you're wearing and like he's like, oh man, I can't talk to her because she had on a hoodie, then he probably likes men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm
so
saying?
much
like,
for that warning.
Yeah. I think it's more like a man won't approach you on how you're looking.
Do y'all know being delusional is a sin? The reality of women like this, fellas, they are compulsive, pathological liars. They refuse to accept reality. They refuse to accept the truth about themselves. So what they usually do is come up with a lie in their head that they want to be true, and they start to believe that lie and navigate through life as if that lie is the truth. And as a man, you want to keep far away from women like this. She refused to believe that maybe those men don't want me. She refused to think that in her brain, because in her brain, she thinks all these dudes want me.
I don't care if I am walking down the street in a thong. That is not an invitation to disrespect me. I have on a tank top, no bra, and a hoodie. It's hot in Atlanta. I got on a frontal. Now that frontal starts sliding, I'm gonna be mad. We're rushing. We're in the airport. I take off my jacket because now I'm sweating. We're sitting at the gate, me and Shekinah. This old ass man. I thought he was gonna ask, can you show me where the bathroom at? Something like, you look beautiful, God bless you, nice young women. I don't know. He goes straight into it. Not no excuse me, nothing. He looks directly at me, and we look up. We're quiet now because we like, what you gonna say? You done walked up on us. We in the airport. I know you ain't got no gun. This man walked up to me and goes,
I said, excuse me, huh? Say what?
what?
What did you just ask her?
At the same exact time, what we say, sis? That's inappropriate.
It's sad. And look, fellas, women like this usually find the church when they are on their last stop, when they trying to hold on something to use. So then they start using God for views.
I was like, this is cool, but I was also like, I don't want a podcast again. I never in my mind was I like, I'm going to start my solo podcast and I'm going to be a podcaster. So when God dropped it in my spirit, there was fear there. The idea sounded cool. It sounded great, but I had come from a traumatic podcast experience.
See, I'm a big supporter in a person finding God, because I do believe at some point we all should find God, right? But when a person decides to use God as a rebrand for a podcast, that shows me that that person don't value their faith. That shows me that that person don't feel like their faith is sacred.
People think when you give your life to Christ, all right, now you talked about the Lord, you still cussing. Give me a second. I've been cussing for 25 years and I've known Jesus for 10 months.
And it goes back to me telling you all earlier, being delusional is a sin. Because here's the reality. She claims that she had trauma from her last podcast. Because I keep telling y'all, bro, only birds are on a podcast. A virtuous woman will not sit down and discuss her relationships. That should be something sacred, especially when it comes to women.
You went to Nigeria, is what I was going to ask you.
I went to Lagos.
Did you meet anyone in Nigeria?
Girl, them Nigerian men was scary.
What do you mean they were scary?
They was a little aggressive.
Don't you like that?
I kind of did. Ain't no single man in here? Okay. else? I can't see you. I don't know yet. Shine a light on them. Dang, it's only 2. I need more options than that.
Any woman who is comfortable discussing her relationship should let you know the type of woman that is. All right? She don't really see her relationships as sacred. She's just out here having fun. So it's easy for her to sit on a podcast and discuss those relationships.
I want to date great men. Baby girl, if you gotta text me and ask me about your boyfriend, then whose boyfriend is it? He belongs to the streets. Right answer. A+ for you.
This chick is pretty much known for being on a podcast looking for a man or looking for guys. That's her main thing. She's always looking for, I'm trying to find a man. Can I find a man?
Where's a good place to find guys?
A sports event.
But I don't like sports.
I know, but the guys we like do.
So I've got to sit there and
Yes.
pretend.
Get cute and let's go to a soccer game. We gotta go where successful, nice men that we would want to date would be. A museum.
All right? A woman like that needs healing. That's exactly what she needs. But instead of getting healed, she rebrand herself. And now, this is crazy. She's using God for views. This is wild.
Wait, what's going on with this?
Sound speed. Camera speeding. Action.
Let's try this again. We're not, woe is me no more. We're not, oh, my heart is broken. He ain't calling me back and he don't want me and he did. You're lit. Get up. Get up. Without God, I am nothing, but God made me lit. God is using me as a vessel.
Hell of a rebrand. Look, this is a woman who wants a great man. But in order to want a great man, you got to be great within yourself. So a lot of times when women are not eligible for those men, they become extremely delusional. Fellas, this is a real thing. Women become delusional when they can't get the men that they want. And the reality is those men is not even on their level. Those men are way above their level. So they're going to keep shooting for the stars. And in the process, if they got to become delusional doing it, that's what they're going to do. And they're going to start living a lie. And this is why I tell you all dudes, delusion is a sin, bro. Because once you start living a lie, everything about you becomes a lie. And here's the reality. Why, to me, she is weaponizing God is simply because if you really found God, you will really want to take some time out and keep that to yourself, because you got to become one with God to really find God. But as soon as you found God, you launched a new podcast after the other one didn't work out. And her main thing was always to chase after men. We are looking for the guys. Where are the men? I'm trying to find a husband. Desperate. Fellas, a woman desperate is a very low vibrational woman. Desperation. Nothing comes good from desperation. The only thing desperation will do to a woman is turn her into a bird. It's turn her into a delusional bird. And here's the reality, bro. And it's why I tell you all dudes, the last stop for a bird is always the church. Because when a bird exhausts everything else, like when she's tired of trying, instead of working on herself and looking herself in the mirror, she's going to figure out a new strategy.
All right, so I'm with B. Simone again, y'all. You know, last time we talked, she said she have a boo. She's looking for a husband. So we back again. How's that journey for looking for a husband?
You know what? I'm not looking. It's just, he's gonna come to me. I'm just being patient. I'm preparing myself. I'm getting one with the Lord, and I'm focusing on my vertical relationship with Jesus. But once you get that right, everything else falls in line.
A bird is going to be like, what can I do? Got it. So I'm looking for a husband and I can't find a husband. Let me find the church. Let me go to church. It's going to clean up my image. I'm going to be looked at as a good girl and I'm going to be able to find a husband. Fellas, it's all a strategy.
Yeah, I told people to go to church. I told them go to church, come in late with a red dress on and some high heels. and clickety clack through the church and sit on the front aisle, the front pew, make sure everybody see him walking through. Go up to get saved at the little altar call, and you will leave with some type of man with some type of money. Jesus will get you some money. Walking that church late. Make sure you look good.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
These birds are so low that they will use God just to try to find a husband. Fellas, be wise out here, man, but the signs are always there.
Going to church today to find me a man's, and I got my tall boots on, so only tall boys allowed.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.